Yo, it's Kings County's own, the originator, Jaz-o. Oh man, I've been in the game so long. Time going backwards right now, you know what I'm saying? By the end of this year, I'll be 19. Been doing it professionally since '85. You know, got my first major deal on EMI in 1988. Been doing it ever since, producing. You know, I put out 3 albums on EMI. I put out indie joints all over the world, singles, EPs. You know, I just stayed thick in the game. I produced Ain't No Nigga for Jay-Z, Rap Game, Crack Game for Jay-Z, In My Lifetime, the remix for Jay-Z, World Famous, Lifestyles of a Ghetto Child, Born to Kill for MOP. On No Way Out, P. Diddy's first album, I produced I Got the Power. I did the demo that got the Locks They Deal with Bad Boy. Quarters in Session for Queen Latifah. Like, goes on and on. That's just the icing on the cake. You know, it's so much more. But I'm still at it. You know, I just dropped a single that K-Slay's popping off. You know, Drama album on Hot, you know, Shady 45, Coco Chanel showing me a lot of love. I'm just trying to spread that around New York real quick. Getting a lot of love and spotted, you know, regions around the country. So I'm just moving on. I'm just moving on the music game. Like, I took a little hiatus, another one, because, you know, the game is sickening. And, you know, a lot of people say it, but they don't really experience it. They're just saying it because they're on the outside looking in, and they ain't really getting in the trenches. But if you ain't in the trenches, you can't say what's sickening, what's not, what's hard and what's not, when you ain't really in the trenches. If you ain't really doing it, you ain't really throwing yourself in the game, you ain't really diving into the game. You know, not just writing, you know, you write a couple of bars and shit, that don't mean you heavy in the trenches. You gotta come outside. Like, I'm out here. I'm from BK. I'm out here in the middle of Queens. You know what I'm saying? Promoting. It's a block party. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the motherfuckers that grew up around here, that got names in the industry, ain't come out here. I came out. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants. What's up with the beer? Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, exploding. Overpowering, over the competition. I'm towering, wrecking shop. When I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare. You better move. Don't ever come back.
And, you know, a lot of people say, well, you know, maybe you need it or whatever. We all need it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about like trying to be everywhere at once, but it's about being at key places. It's about being where the audience is, being where the kids are. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a good move on both sides. You know what I'm saying? On the side of you know, making sure that you know, your name stays fresh in the minds of the youth, and at the same time, just, you know, out of good character, just showing the kids some love, you know, throwing out some t-shirts, you know, performing a little something, you know, a little live, you know, ad-libbing stuff, you know, just clown around with the kids a little something, you know, things like that. Oh, be there. We still completing that, because every time we get ready to close that up, something else happens. Something else crazy happens. We gotta incorporate that. And yeah, we're gonna do a whole lot of DVDs, but, you know, being that this is the premiere DVD on behalf of Kings County, you know, I wanted to have the cream of everything that's current, so then we can move on from there, like if we have a volume 2 or part 2 and all that other shit. It's a semi-documentary. It's gonna highlight some key moments in my career. It's gonna show a lot of day-to-day activity. This is what I do. I do this shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a 9 to 5 since like 1984 or something. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I do. This is how I eat. This is how I've been eating. Whether my name is, you know, whether my name is in the lights, or whether my name is on everybody's lips. You know what I'm saying? At a certain period of time or not. Like, this is how I've been eating. single is called Nobody Can Stop Me. And, you know, I call it a single, but I'm about to come behind that with a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? I got other songs. I'm just gonna fill the streets up with a whole lot of heat. And, you know, I do have a definite plan for a single in particular that I'm not really gonna, you know, I'm not really gonna leak right yet, you know, verbally. But we don't have a scheduled date for an album. You know what I'm saying? I'm not signed to a major. I'm Kings County Records. I'm independent. You know, some people say, well, maybe it's only a name, but it's way bigger than that. Because people worldwide know what Kings County Records is. They know what Kings County is in the whole 9 shots. So, you know, I got a leg up, so to speak, already.
All right, I don't know how hard this question is going to be to answer, but I know you saw like MTV's top 22 MCs of all time, and now they got the top 10 of today. Like, what's your top 5 MCs of all time? I don't mean like how many records they sold. I mean lyrically, like.
Oh yeah. I never go by that, just because that shit is stupid, and that's something that they train people to do. You know, they train people to think like that. Yo, if he sold 6-7 million records, you know, then he's hot. It don't mean he's hot. It just mean he had a record that sold, you know, 6-7 million. I mean, that's a crazy question. I would never answer that question without putting myself at one. You know what I'm saying? Because if I do, I need to quit what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, even to a lot of the other individuals I'm about to mention, me saying I'm one is validated, trust me. And this is not in any particular order, but G-Rap, oh man. My man Sonny Carson, y'all don't even know who the hell he is, but y'all gonna know. Grandmaster Caz. Gotta say Jay-Z. If I don't, you know what I'm saying, I'll be lying. That's 4, right? That's difficult. I would have to say Big. I would have to say Big. You know, and that's no disrespect to a lot of other MCs. You know, that's just based on how I feel about MCing, who the top are.